Okay, so TDS is kinda boring right now. So sure, we need an update, otherwise game go dead. Not fun, right? However, there's an underlying issue that's not really been brought up a lot. But before that, I'll make the most controversial TDS YouTuber tier list, but only if we reach 20k subscribers by the end of this year, so make sure to subscribe so you can see me get cancelled. So boom, no content to play TDS, easy, just make an update, right? Well sure, but the type of update is more relevant in my opinion. There's mainly three types of updates: content updates that involve new features such as towers, cosmetic updates such as skins,
But if you close your eyes, does it?
and finally quality of life updates like keybinds. Now they all have a different effect on how much, as well as how long, the player count increases for. These stats are just my opinion though. Boom! Graph time. Here we see the February cosmetic update, which included the Valentine's and Cold Front skins. Whoa, a massive 100% increase of players. But yeah, 2 weeks later, and yeah, it looks like this. Now a more healthy update would be the series of updates during March to April, with balance changes, a few maps, and a somewhat disappointing April Fools. As there were no new objectives or coin drains, the player count dropped off after a few weeks, which was to be expected. This pattern occurred for every single update, including the Vigilante skin crate. Now let's look at the Frost Invasion event player count. This is a very healthy downward trend over a span of about 6 months, opposed to just 2 weeks. Now, why is this? Well, there's mainly two types of players: progressed players that have engineer and golden skins, and new players which are still grinding for better towers. Now, here comes the problem. I think these recent updates don't give progressed players a strong reason to play, and new players are too busy getting more towers to actually grind for the new skins and name tags. The event, however, brought a temporary game mode, treasure, toxic honor, and other quality features, which were attractive to all types of players. I also think a large amount of progressed players stock up on coins and gems in preparation for new updates. So even if a new tower gets released, they won't be playing for that long, maybe a few weeks at best. Now, what to do about this? Well, to be honest, that's kind of the problem I was talking about. With TDS's state as is, there's not a lot of good moves here. They can't really add a harder mode than hardcore, cause like, hard's in the name, you know. And there's already enough game modes like the Fallen mode, where adding one more won't really do that much. One I'd think would be nice would be an exclusive currency linked to a mode that was, let's say, PvP. This currency can then be used to unlock PvP exclusive towers and honestly maybe even new sendable zombies. This does bring up the issue of just using an ult to farm PvP wins, so the in-game matchmaking system would be a perfect fit to prevent that. Other than that, I can only think of a new event. However, I heard speculation of the devs not planning on making them anymore, so who knows. Lastly, maybe an entirely different mode, meant for 8 or even more players. Like, I'm down for a 20-man mode. I'm not hearing any no's. However, I can see that becoming somewhat boring quickly. But hey, that's just a theory. Can you subscribe, theory? See you on the next one.